Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them.
Ooh. Whoa! J. Cole has broken his silence tonight? Damn! I'm over here trying to get my fantasy football players lined up properly. I'm trying to go through all this process to get everybody going, and I get hit with this, and I said, oh my goodness, I had just did a video. So I'm like, well, I can't drop another video on top of that video. That would mess up the ecosystem, right? So I said, well, let me chill, go back, sit on the song, play it a couple times, and sit with it and see what's going on. Now, J. Cole returns back to form, and I know what this song's about, y'all. Y'all know what this song is about. You know he can't come back out without addressing why he went on stage and said he quit. It don't sit right with my heart. I'm out the beef. And basically, Drake took shots at him. Kendrick was basically taking shots at him. Just like, hey, man, you sit on out. Cole's foul. I don't know why he's still pretending. Like, dude, what is you doing? But Cole, like, no, man, I really love everybody, man. I really, and it damaged his reputation. There's a lot of Cole fans out there, and they rep hard with J. Cole. And hell, I'm a Cole fan. So to hear him take that angle, it didn't make me feel lesser of him as an MC. Like, I won't listen to J. Cole again because of it. I just know where to place him. That's all it was. I can't put him above Kendrick. That's definitely solidified. So it's like, okay, you're better than Drake. But no. Now, when it came to the exceptional lyrics that you would hear, right? I still remember how big he was talking on that song where the beat isn't all that, but the lyrics was all that. That 7-minute drill that was like 3 minutes.
Funny.
So he alluded that he got here with the bars and not controversy, as that's how Kendrick got popular, through controversy. When he actually was already Mad City, there was no controversy. And he was already solidified. But all right, I get the angle. So you can hear the confidence, right? I want you guys, I'm playing this so that you guys will get the gist of what we're talking about on this mixtape he had called I Might Delete Later, which he did delete later. But the internet's forever. So now I want y'all to get the gist of what he's actually trying to give you a glimpse of how aggressive he was. How just like, yo, I'm on point. Like, I'm on deck. This is it. It was aggressive. The attitude was there and was better than anything Drake put out. So if you listen to this, you're like, okay, I get it now. This is where he's at. That was 6 months ago. Now he got this Port Antonio song that just came out. And I've heard it a couple of times already, but I was in the car. It was without a fraction of a doubt we know what J. Cole can do on a microphone. I don't think there's anybody in here that would doubt J. Cole can spit. Right? He ain't got no ghostwriters. He ain't got no people hiding in the closet coming up with bars and do no reference tracks. Hey, that's my song. You ain't got none of this nonsense that you got with Champagne Sloppy. Okay, but he addressed Sloppy in this song and K Dot. So we're gonna go into this and let's go. As you can tell, those are minor chords. And by it being minor chords, that's Dead Presidents that you hear. Jay-Z, that's the original Dead Presidents sample. And you're hearing it in the beat, and it makes you give you that, that nostalgia. Like, I know I heard this beat somewhere before. So it give you that familiar feeling. That's because those minor chords was in Dead Presidents. And like, hey, both of them went to war, and all the blood is on me. Like, I'm the one that's taking the backlash, and the narrative is that like I'm washed up or something. My pen game is weak, or I couldn't compete because I stepped away and didn't want to get involved in it after I made that diss record. But it's like, dude, you made the diss record. You put out the diss record, and then before the response record come out, you pull out the beat. Go on stage and make it full times. Yeah, send some prayers his way too. Send some thoughts to him in the rough times. It ain't for beef, and it's still that great MC. Don't forget about me. And Drake, he's right back where he's supposed to be, tucked in his pajama clothes, getting ready for bed, coming with love songs. All right. Now, that's it's just a reminder of saying, okay, Cole is Cole. But that's not gonna do it for your fan base. Let me tell you why. Your fan base were gonna rock with you anyway. They're your fan base. But the problem in the situation is simple. Your issues ain't gonna stop. Because the main issue that was on the table was the fact that you so it's kind of hard to go back to the docile MC. Right. It's kind of hard to go back to the I love my brother. You put that, Nas and Jay was able to do that after a few years, but they engaged in it because they really had a beef. You never really had a beef, but you engaged and felt like, man, my boys boost me up to do that. So you a follower? You a follower? That's even worse. So your core audience looked bad in the light with the Drake fans and the Kendrick fans. Yeah, well, one day, yeah, maybe one day they'll get on a song and make it right. But that's the problem. You can't be on both sides of the fence. Man, if J. Cole did a song with K. Dot, all will be forgiven with the Cole fans and with the K. Dot fans and everything else. Plus, K. Dot fans are gonna listen to this too. See, this is what I try to get people to understand. It's just that the most of the people that didn't listen to J. Cole were Drake fans. That's why that first person shooter came along, and that did a lot. It did a lot for J. Cole because his fans normally wasn't the Drake fans. They were hip hop heads, old school guys who was in the 90s doing their thing. They listened to Cole. Most of the younger dudes, they didn't listen to Cole like that. No matter how much they pretend that they did. Cole was about 3 albums in before they started listening to J. Cole. He did that KOD album, and that's when they was like, oh, okay, yeah, I like this J. Cole. Yeah, it's been a long time since Don't Save Her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yeah, don't save her. You don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Nah, it was cool for its time. Yeah, I remember. Well, you want to make sure that it's like what they say, you toe the line. You want to make sure you toe the line and go at it the right way. You feel me? There's a right way and wrong way to do it. Just long as your album is what it is and it's on point, it's gonna do what it's gotta do. But he had to address the situation and say, what it was, because he just kind of looked weird saying that in the fashion he did on stage and then departed as if somebody had him hostage. It just looked bad. It made K. Dot look more invincible and made him look more of the boogeyman than anything, because your song was way tougher than anything Drake put out. And then to follow that with the I'm sorry I did this record, it was like, damn, Kendrick must really be the boogeyman out here. So imagine everyone else's surprise when they see that happen. I know. It's a decent song. It's lyrically, he's always gonna have the lyrics. They're different. That's what I'm saying. All three MCs to me are different. Well, two MCs and an artist. Kendrick don't rap like J. Cole. J. Cole don't rap like Kendrick. And they both are great. Drake is slotted in the third. If we're ranking the three. And his songs don't sound like none of theirs. They sound like a bunch of other people who wrote it. So, anyway, that's what I got. So, you tell me what you think about it. What did you think about the record? How did it make you feel? How did you listen to it? Did you do a one-time listen? Did you do a two-time listen? How did you process this record? It's going to be quite interesting. We're interested to see how y'all put this. So shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bust Life, Dreamers Pro. Welcome to HDII TV. Support his page. Support Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez, Armando Black TV, Damn D POV, Showface News. Don't forget my Patreon is Carcino for life. My Cash App is Carcino, and I'm out the door.